Banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room. Yes, I'm wearing an Airwolf shirt. What does that have to do with this game? Sanctum 2? They're both awesome. That's what. Enjoy the review. What happens when you combine two of my favorite genres into one video game? You get this one, Sanctum 2. A tower defense game mixed with a sci-fi first-person shooter. And it's damn good. If you've ever played a game like Defense Grid or Field Runners or any number of tower defense games that are popular these days, you'll be right at home with this one. Place your tiles and your cannons and try to defend the core from waves of enemies. The difference is that you can run around in 3D space and be part of the action, and that's what makes Sanctum 2 great. It also helps that the game is extremely well made.
Killing off vermin, one tower at a time.
If you've played tower defense before, you should know that drill make the enemy walk as long as possible to reach your core so that they withstand lots and lots of gunfire from your strategically placed cannons. This is fun for a variety of reasons. Normally in these tower defense games, you're watching everything from a satellite view. In Sanctum 2, it's like you get to personally witness the destruction caused by your strategic thinking. And that's extremely rewarding. You're also giving a helping hand to your towers because, especially early on in the game, they're not going to do all the work for you. You've got to get out there and blow up some enemies and do some crowd control yourself. There's an element to this that reminds me of one of my favorite Sega Genesis games, Herzog Zwei, a real-time strategy game where you would not only give commands to your army but also participate in the action as a giant transforming robot that destroys enemies with lasers. Sanctum 2 finds a way to brilliantly mix two genres, and it's incredibly playable because of it. There's 4 characters to choose from, each with their own strengths, and you'll unlock new weapons and new towers as you continue playing the game and leveling up. There's your basic machine gun towers, cannon towers, missile towers, electrocution towers, slowdown towers, enhancement towers. It's a lot like Defense Grid, and that's a great thing because I love Defense Grid. And the action itself feels a lot like any good first-person science fiction shooter, and I like those games too, so this is really a win-win combination that's incredibly addictive, highly playable, and it's great with your friends. In fact, it's best enjoyed as a team. There's a thin plot told throughout the game, decent music, predictable explosions and gunfire. It's all really well put together. Here's some footage of a survival wave where all hell is breaking loose. I'm playing with some friends on Steam, and this is definitely the best way to enjoy the game. Sanctum 2, good by itself, but better with others. This one gets a classic game room shout out and thank you to Necrom on Steam, who I captured on the bottom left there, playing Warframe, also known as Austin from Andover, Kansas. So thank you, Austin. This game is fabulous. Just like you. Sanctum 2 can be picked up on PC. It's also on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. If you enjoy first-person shooters and tower defense, you're going to love Sanctum 2 also. Show mindless waves of enemies who's boss by designing the best maze for them to get destroyed in, and then shower them with grenades while you're watching. You'll also be upgrading your towers throughout the game, unlocking perks, and this has incredibly high replay value. It's Sanctum 2. Put it on your must-own list yesterday, because don't even wait for today.